Peace, it's Talib Kweli. You checking out WORDKRUSH.COM.
From the top, 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 from the state of grace. Where the talent is surrounded by the pain and the violence, so the silent never safe. At the same time, snitching to the Jake, that's the quickest way to get found at the bottom of the lake. The problem we face seems so great that we can't escape, so we accept our fate.
Make all the noise you got on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3!
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany Elise here at WORDKRUSH.COM, and we are inside of the social at Hungry for Hip Hop for 104.5 The Beat, and I have the pleasure to interview Talib Kweli today. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm wondering when I'm gonna get a WORDKRUSH hat.
Oh, you want to? I actually just got this today. The artist Kim, who performed, his one of his designers came over to me and he's like, you know, you're part of the Better Forever family. You're always out at our shows, so I'm gonna surprise you with this hat. So it was just like a great moment for us today at WORDKRUSH. He actually surprised us with these. But I got you on a WORDKRUSH hat. I got you. So let's jump right into it. I would like to first figure out what are 2 of the most influential moments in your life, and what are 2 most influential moments of this year for you?
Being born was pretty influential. I had a good time doing that.
You remember it?
Yeah, man, it was fun. It's fun as shit. And my kids being born.
Nice.
Each one of them. So that's 3 moments. And then what's the other part?
And then what are 2 of the most influential moments of this year thus far?
Doing several shows with Immortal Technique, a Prisoner Conscious tour, and this year. Today, with the thing that happened in Charleston, South Carolina, as tragic as it was, it's pretty inspirational moment for thinking people and intelligent people and compassionate people and artists in general.
After seeing what happened today, for me, it made me feel as though for a moment, when is it ever safe for us to be black in America anymore?
It's not safe. We don't have safe spaces. Our pools are not safe. Our schools are not safe. Our churches are not safe. And so it makes me think about respectability. It's like they tell us pull up our pants, go to school, go to church, but we do that and we still get murdered. So, I mean, we can still go there. I mean, I'm not, a church-going person. I'm a more spiritual person, but, the black church, the history of what the black church has provided for us is undeniable, and how it's been pushed back against with terrorism and violence is undeniable. It just shows our resilience and our strength. It shows that even with something as tragic as that, you still can't break us. And that to me is why it's inspirational.
Right, because right afterwards they were out there praying, and that was a sign of strength and moving forward in progression for me. But I sometimes feel as though we, as for what I do and for what you do, we have a platform, and I feel like we have a little bit more of being able to explain to the youth, our youth, because obviously this person, this individual who did this is a learned trait to him because he's so young. So where do we begin to teach our children on how to counteract things like that? And where do we begin to teach our children I don't believe we can do it in the classrooms by itself. So what other steps do you think we could take as people in the industry? I
mean, I just use my own parents as examples. My parents gave me African name. We had African-centered education when I was growing up, and it informed me and prepared me for things like this. And now I give my children have African names, have African-centered education. So today, even my son, I've seen my son talking to people and making very salient points on Twitter and Facebook today. And I hit him up and I'm like, yo, I don't need you to be doing that because if somebody come at you foul, I'm gonna be disrespectful.
Exactly.
And he was like, no, we all have a responsibility and we all have to do our part to inform people. And he was being way more measured and calm than I was. And I learned from my son today. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good lesson for me that I was able to have taught him so well.
What do you believe? How do you feel? What do you believe that we can do to get not past today, but how do we, as a community, come together and figure out how to end this? Because honestly, I feel like police brutality has always been relevant.
Yeah, I mean, it's solidarity. It's a clear understanding of history, and it's moving in a way where you don't accept the status quo. It's moving in a way where you move towards change and you support people who are trying to change the system and fight back against the system. Even if you can't protest in the street, you support the people, you know? And that's what it is, just solidarity.
Now, Louis Farrakhan recently said in an interview, he said he believes that rappers are the most influential people in the world, and that because they have as many followings. And with the state of where rap is today, that they don't do that, is what he was saying.
I mean, a day is a strong word. I mean, I've met with Farrakhan recently, and you know, the fact that the man is 83 years old.
He's old,
and he's still in touch with exactly what's going on with hip hop. That's very commendable. But the fact of the matter is that the rappers who people are interested in, the J. Coles of the world, the Kendrick Lamars of the world, those are the ones they are saying something. So it's not as bleak as it may seem. The music that's popular in the clubs and on the radio is pretty bleak. But that's not an accurate reflection of what's going on in hip-hop.
What would you say the state of hip-hop is today?
Where the people are at, conflicted, torn, indifferent, apathetic, but also the voice of the voiceless and the struggle.
Yeah.